I think that Nick did a good presentation for us, and he was talking about LWA. I think that the device would need a change in hardware because
for LAA,
for
LWA.
Yeah, we'll have to go deep into the model. Nick can confirm it. There are other LWA-looking methods like the multi-path TCP and other stuff that have been tested before. Those kind of things are handset agnostic, but LWA would need a handset change. And from a core and a operational standpoint, the Wi-Fi carrier, Wi-Fi would look like another carrier to LTE and LWA. So there are some commonalities in infrastructure that applies to both LTE, LAA, and LWA. I think in the end, the efficiency of using LWA versus LAA is to be studied, and that will determine which gets adopted. That's my opinion.
I mean, I think what you're seeing in all of this kind of sprawl around how to access the unlicensed band means that different people will choose different solutions for a different set of reasons. And I think, as long as the platforms are flexible on the infrastructure side, all of them are valid. On LWA specifically, it's sort of the compromise that takes a lot of the controversy off the table, but it probably would leave those that were, seeing the spectral efficiency gains, the pure spectral efficiency gains of being able to run, both services in the unlicensed band together, and that might leave people feeling, less than satisfied. But yes, people will, I think, opt into that way of getting, kind of good, better, best. That's better. And best may not be attainable in the near term if you can't agree on how to do it. So I think it'll coexist.
As an interim solution or existing solution?
Well, I think once the solution gets out there, we know it stays for quite a while. I mean, once the carrier puts in all the effort to make something really work, it will have a life of its own for quite a while. I don't know that there's a way to, once the genie's out of the bottle, we'll put it back. But will it be a huge footprint? Will people, at the end of the day, say, I'd like to kind of have everything run the same way? Yeah, probably.
So for us, the use cases are different. And just as he's pointing out, we don't want to dictate whatever the use case may be, we want to have a platform that supports that. And then based on that, if the use case is for LWA, by all means use that. If it's for LAA, use it. If it's for LTU, use that. We don't want to see it as confronting each other, but as complementary. And if the standard body brings us together to be able to implement them on the same platform, great. If not, you will find that whether users or operators, they will choose which one would best serve their use case. So we're looking at it from that angle.
I agree with that. I think, so Monica, I don't think LWA would be like a step to the LAA. I think these are different tools that the operators may select based on the past investments they've made in their network, whether they have a Wi-Fi core or not, and how they want to use the unlicensed spectrum. Michael made a point on the spectrum efficiency, so people who want that are going to look at LAA. So I think these are tools, and both of them would sort of coexist, and they're both being driven in the same 3GPP Release 13, because there is demand for both of these technologies out there.
And so I have a final question, so if you have any questions, but I think that an issue that it's becoming important is that what is the enterprise going to say to LAA? Because we talked about what the vendors, what the operators do, but if you're an enterprise, let's say you're at this hotel, and an operator comes and says, well, I want to use LAA in your venue. That obviously is going to have an impact, Wi-Fi too. So from the point of view of the venue owner, how much of an incentive is there to basically allow somebody else from the outside to use some of the spectrum that is available for everybody, but effectively they control because they have control over the real estate?
So I think if you look at a typical enterprise Wi-Fi deployment, which is controlled by the IT department in the enterprise, so it behaves so much like a licensed deployment because the Wi-Fi access points are coordinated by a centralized controller, And there is a lot of spectrum if you look at the Uni 1 and Uni 3 and later Uni 2. There's a lot of spectrum for enterprise who want to leverage both LAA and Wi-Fi within the buildings to be able to benefit from both technologies. There are other deployment models that enterprise can also potentially benefit from, mentioned in the Google presentation yesterday on 3.5. So that would also be another tool that will be available in this space.
Okay, can we have questions from the audience? I thought it was a question over there.